This episode of Ties That Help is brought to you by Audible. What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you what's on my Galaxy S4. This is the first Android phone that I've used as my main device for even a span of time at all. Been using this phone for a couple weeks now. Still using my iPhone just as much. Don't worry, I'm not switching. I'm using both. But yeah, I wanted to show you what's on my Galaxy S4 because I got a lot of cool apps and stuff that are some of them exclusive to Android users. So I wanted to show you guys what's on my Galaxy S4 just like I do with my iPhone. So hopefully you guys will like this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start out with my home screen and run through all of the apps on it. Now obviously I'm not going to open up every app and show you it. I'll just run through which apps that I have because most of these we already know, but if there's any apps that I really like and stand out, I will go more in depth with them. Now if you look at this, it actually looks a lot like my iPhone's home screen as far as the apps that I have on it as well as the icon arrangement. I guess just that's the apps I like, and Android has pretty much most of the apps that I use which are on my home screen. So let's go ahead and run through these. At the bottom I've got my phone. I've got messaging, I've got Chrome. I actually replaced the browser on the Galaxy S4 with Chrome because I like it more. Spotify, rather than using like the music app on here, I'd rather use Spotify. It's a streaming service. Then right there you can go to access all of your apps. Then I've got Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which are obviously social networking sites. And then newly on Android is Vine, which I'll open up for just a second. If you don't know what Vine is, I'm going to go ahead and, of course, that's what kind of video it is. But yeah, Vine is a video service where you can go through and you browse through 6-second short videos. You can also post them. You can follow people like you can on Twitter. It's really addicting. I love Vine, but it actually just came out on Android today, or not today, but a couple days ago. Now up above that, we've got the Play Store, which is where you get all of your apps on Android. I've also got YouTube and then Evernote. Evernote is like an advanced note-taking application where you can have different notebooks, different notes in each. You can add a voice to it. You can add video clips. You can add pictures. It's just a really in-depth note-taking app, and it syncs across all your devices and your computers and stuff like that. I love it. And then right here beside that, I've got navigation, which also works along with maps. If you search something up on maps and you want to get like directions to it, you use navigation to get the directions there. And then up above that, I've got email. Personally, I hate the email app on the Galaxy S4. I don't like it at all. That's why I still use my iPhone most of the time for email. It's so much better. Then I've got calendar, and then I've also got camera. So that is my home screen layout. And then also up here at the top, I've got the Google voice search, which I can tap right there. And I can search Google immediately with Google Now because it's awesome. And as you see, that works really great. That's why I like having that on my home screen. All right, let's go ahead and scroll over to the right. Right here, I've got the Spotify widget, which lets me access Spotify right from my home screen right here. Go ahead and tap play. I woke up in a new Bugatti. But yeah, there's my Spotify widget. It's pretty much right there on my home screen where I can control all my music, and I can go back and forth through songs, stuff like that, pause and play them. And then up above that is my weather widget where I can see the time and then the date, and then I can also see the weather in the area that I'm in currently. And as you see the background here, it's got a little rain droplet, so it says that it's raining, it's 70 degrees, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's right there on my home screen. And then up above that is my Flipboard widget, which basically just gives me quick access to Flipboard, which is an app where you can browse through news, and it kind of makes it like a Flipboard newspaper kind of thing, which is really cool, really nice to browse. But I just like it because it gives me access to it right on my home screen. Scroll back over to the right twice, and you'll find more apps. Right up here, I've got the Amazon app. I'm a big fan of Amazon. I love browsing and shopping on Amazon, so that's why I've got that there. I've got another calendar icon. I don't know why I have that. I didn't notice that. I've got my gallery, which is where I can tap here and go into all my pictures. I've got an entertainment folder where I've got Hulu Plus. I've got Audible where I can listen to my audiobooks, and then I've got Netflix. So that way I have my entertainment on my Galaxy S4. I've of course got the clock app, the calculator app, mobile hotspot, which this is an app I really like. Gives me mobile hotspot immediately just like that. Just turn it on and I can have a hotspot to connect my laptops or other devices to on my Galaxy S4. That's actually how I've been using my iPhone a lot, is I'll just connect to my Galaxy S4's data. So it's pretty much like I'm using both phones at the same time. Then I've got Google Play Music. I actually haven't signed up for Google Play's music streaming service yet, but I do have music uploaded to it. So I can go in here and browse through my library and play all my songs on there over the internet. And yeah, that's pretty cool because you can store them online, not on your phone, and save some space there. Below that, I've got the PayPal app, so I can browse through all my PayPal transactions and stuff like that, check my moolah. Then the Facebook Facebook Pages Manager. If you have a Facebook fan page, this is a really cool app for that. You can go in there and manage everything on your Facebook page. Then I've got Fandango. I use that for movies, so you can see when new movies are coming out and what the showtimes are for theaters around you. Really helpful app if you go to the movies a lot. A really cool app I found recently is called Amazon Local. It's sort of like Groupon, where you can browse through like local deals and stuff, but they actually have some really cool stuff on here. I found like a couple days ago where I could like pay $100-something bucks to drive a freaking Lamborghini around a racetrack like 3 times. So definitely a cool app to check out and fun to just browse through some of this stuff and see kind of what's going on in your area that you can get some deals on. Now moving on to the bottom row of icons, I've got Skype, which we all know what that is. Skype for text chatting and video chatting, stuff like that. I've got Snapchat, which I don't really use for friends and stuff. I'm mostly Snapchat viewers. If you want to Snapchat me, it's Ty Moss. And then I've also got my games folder where I can browse through all my games. I've got Solitaire, Ruzzle, Words with Friends, and love of that game. Subway Surfers, another one of my favorites. Sudoku, and then I've got Bike Race. I still got a lot more games to download on there, but those are just some of my main favorites. And then beside that is an application called AirDroid. Now what AirDroid is an application that lets you manage and control things on your device right from the web browser on your computer. So you can do things like send files from your device to your computer, you can browse through all your pictures and videos on your device, and you can even send text messages right from the web browser on your computer from your phone. And best of all, it's free, but there is a paid version of it, I guess, if you want more features and stuff like that. But definitely check it out if you have an Android. It's called AirDroid. Go ahead and swipe to the left one more time, and you see that I've got the Amazon Kindle app, I've got Facebook Messenger, I've got the Starbucks app so I can have my gift cards and stuff on there and pay for my Starbucks drinks just by holding up my phone. I've got the internet browser that comes on the phone, which I replaced with Chrome down here like I mentioned earlier. I've got Craigslist, Speed Test, and Snoopify. Snoopify is a funny little app where you can add like Snoop Dogg type things over your pictures. And then beside that, I've got the icon for Facebook Home, which is like a launcher that you can put over Android. Personally, I hated it. I didn't like it at all. I actually need to delete it. But yeah, it's not that good at all. And yeah, I just don't like it. And below that is the SwiftKey icon, which is a keyboard for Android, which I could not live without, or at least use this phone without. I could not use the keyboard on the Galaxy S4 when I first got it, and this has helped me out so much. It's a keyboard with autocorrect. You can type on it normally like you would a keyboard, and then you can also swipe, which is really cool. What you do is you put your finger down and you just swipe to where the letters are, and then you take your finger off and then you start a new word. So what's up, guys? And obviously I can't type super fast because I'm the angle I've got this set up at to film this video, but when I'm typing and I'm doing the swipe, I can actually type really fast. It's super easy. I just like that it has autocorrect just for the fact of that. And then also the swipe, you can type so much faster with this. It's really cool, and it does cost a few bucks, but it's definitely worth it if you have an Android. Check it out. And finally, the last app I'm going to show you is a launcher just like Facebook Home, and it is called Nova Launcher. I'm actually about to switch to this probably right after I finish this video. It's basically a new home screen. That's really cool. It just looks more simple, easy to use. So look at that. You actually get more icon rows. Everything is more tightly together. It just looks so much more simple and neat. You can compare that, and I'll go back to the home screen that I have now, which looks like that. Personally, I prefer Nova. It just looks so much more cleaner, nicer, and I'm definitely about to switch to this. Nova Launcher is the name of that. It's pretty cool. I've still got to set it up, get all my icons on it, and get them organized how I want it. But yeah, this is definitely something I'm about to switch to. And there you go. There's a rundown of all the apps and stuff on my Galaxy S4. Now before we head out of here, let's take one last look at our sponsor for this video. Audible.com is a website with over 100,000 audiobooks in pretty much any genre you could ever want, and you can download these and play them back on your iPod or your MP3 player. If you want to check it out and give it a try, you can go to audible.com/Ty and you'll get one free audiobook download of your choice right now. Just sign up. And while you're at it, make sure you check out Audible's iPhone and iPad app. It's pretty cool because you can like speed up a playback of a book, and you can get through books like 2 or 3 times faster. So if you decide to check it out, for that one free audiobook download, I've got 2 recommendations for you. First is Dan Brown's new book, Inferno. It's amazing. I'm actually reading it right now. I've got like an hour left in it, and oh my god, it's so good. And then the other book you should check out is called And the Mountains Echoed. Both are new books. Check them out if you need a recommendation. And yeah, free audiobook right now. Go to audible.com/Ty. and check it out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel right there for more videos like this. And then also leave me some comments down below and let me know if there's any apps that you think I should check out on my Galaxy S4. There may be even Android exclusive apps that iOS doesn't have. Leave me some comments. Thanks, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.